Roman Abramovich is Russian billionaire businessman. He is known as the owner of Chelsea Football Club and the largest shareholder of Russia's second biggest steel and mining company, Evraz. He is one of the richest people in the world with a net worth of $13.7 billion according to Bloomberg Billionaires Index. He has citizenship of 4 countries including his birth country Russia, Israel, Portugal and Lithuania. In other words, with $13.7 billion net worth, he is the richest citizen of Israel, Portugal and Lithuania. Roman Abramovich, how to become a good oligarch. We at Business Chronicles tell the stories of extraordinarily successful people. Please subscribe to our channel to help us in making more videos. The wealth of Roman Abramovich is understated as his yacht is only worth at least $1.5 billion. He owns the second largest luxury yacht in the world known as Eclipse. He spent $1.5 billion constructing the 533-foot yacht. Another fun fact of his yacht is that it contains a private defense system, including missile detection system. He started working as small-time street vendor and mechanic at a local factory. His close connections with elite politicians like Russian President Boris Yeltsin, and then his role in the appointment of Vladimir Putin as Boris Yeltsin's successor as the Russian president, made him the richest person in Russia. Though Roman Abramovich's majority of wealth comes from controversial loans for shares or voucher privatization program, where he obtained state-owned assets at dust-cheap prices. Yet he is considered a good oligarch. Want to know why? Watch the whole video for that and let us know your thoughts in the comment section. In 1966, Roman Abramovich was born in Saratov, Russia. His mother was a music teacher who died when Abramovich was just 1 year old. His father was a local state official and he also died in an accident when Abramovich was 4 years old. He was brought up by grandparents who lived in the Komi Republic, which was a dark region in Siberia. Later, he was moved to his uncle's house in Ukhta, which was an important industrial town in the Komi Republic, to attend school. In 1974, at the age of 8 years, he was enrolled to compulsory Army National Service. During his training, he was not impressed and didn't consider a military career. So he used his business acumen and sold stolen unauthorized gasoline to other Army officers as a side business. After his compulsory service in the Soviet Army, he enrolled in the Moscow Road Transport Institute, and later he dropped out to work as a mechanic. In 1987, Roman Abramovich got 2,000 rubles as a wedding gift from his parents-in-law and started to sell prohibited items, such as imported perfumes and deodorant that were not allowed for ordinary citizens, especially those from the United States. In 1989, an economic reform movement known as Perestroika created opportunities for private businesses. Roman Abramovich established his first legitimate business, Comfort Co-op, in Moscow, and started to sell imported toys like rubber dolls. The legal business was a big success, which resulted in booming profits. In 1992, he was arrested for stealing government property and sent to prison. He used false documents to steal 55 tankers of diesel. But shortly, the charges were dropped as the fuel was recovered and probably he bribed the police officials. In 1995, Roman Abramovich hit the jackpot when he got closer to another businessman, Boris Berezovsky, who was a front of the Russian President Boris Yeltsin. Roman Abramovich and Boris Berezovsky acquired Siberian Oil Company, which was renamed to Sibneft for about $200 million. Abramovich's share was $100 million for 50% company ownership. The original value of Sibneft was estimated to be $1.2 billion at that time. Later, after 20 years in 2005, Gazprom, a Russian majority state-owned company, bought Sibneft for $13 billion, of which Roman Abramovich received about $10 billion. Apart from $10 billion from the Sibneft sell-off, Abramovich already collected about $6 billion in dividends and stock sales, which makes a total of $16 billion profit. So, by investing only $100 million in 1996 and 1997, Abramovich made $16 billion. That is around 16,000% return of investment. Looks like buying state-owned businesses is the most profitable and lucrative business. After Sibneft, Roman Abramovich wanted to be the driving force in the asset grab of the aluminum industry in Russia. At the start, Abramovich hesitated to enter the aluminum market as it was the Wild West in the East. the post-Soviet aluminum asset grab from which a few dozen oligarchs emerged and many of potential oligarchs lost their lives. The privatization of the aluminum industry led to killings of plant managers, metal traders, and journalists as oligarchs battled for control of the industry. As Abramovich once said, every 3 days someone was being murdered. Such the Wild West in the East was later called as the Aluminum Wars. In 2000, together with Oleg Deripaska and Michael Cherny, they founded Russian aluminum, commonly known as Rusal. With $8.75 billion annual revenue and 62,000 employees today, Rusal is the world's second-largest aluminum company, and once it was the largest aluminum company by production. It controls almost 9% of the world's primary aluminum output. In 2004, Abramovich sold his 50% stake in Rusal to Oleg Deripaska for more than $2 billion. Through Boris Berezovsky, Roman Abramovich became closer to then-Russian President Boris Yeltsin. In 1996, when Roman Abramovich was 30 years old, he moved to an apartment inside the Kremlin, as he became one of the closest aides to Russian President Boris Yeltsin. Badri Patarkatsishvili was a Georgian businessman who was a close friend and business associate of Boris Berezovsky. He was selected to oversee the privatization of the Sibneft oil company, which was sold to Roman Abramovich and Boris Berezovsky for dirt cheap prices. In 1999, when Putin was appointed Russian Prime Minister, Abramovich was the one who selected all cabinet members. Senior officials in the Kremlin refer to Abramovich as Mr. A. In 1999, President Boris Yeltsin, due to personal and health problems, decided to leave the position of Russian president. Roman Abramovich was the one who recommended Vladimir Putin to be the Yeltsin successor as the Russian president. In 2000, due to his connections with President Vladimir Putin, Abramovich became governor of Russian province Chukotka. Since 1999, he has donated more than $2.5 billion from his personal wealth in his Chukotka constituency for building hospitals and schools, building regional infrastructure, and also he helped to reduce the region's budget deficit. In 2005, Abramovich was appointed again as governor for a second term. In 2006, he gave his resignation letter to President Putin, but was rejected by President Putin. In 2007, he gave his resignation letter again, but his second attempt was also unsuccessful. In 2008, his resignation was finally accepted, and Roman Kopin was appointed as new governor. In 2013, Abramovich also resigned as chairman of the local Duma, Chukotka's legislature. In 2003, while Roman Abramovich was still governor of Chukotka province, bought then-bankrupt club Chelsea Football Club for £140 million. According to him, the deal enables him to escape from boredom, as he said, "I don't want to throw my money away, but it's really about having fun, and that means success and trophies." The deal was concluded within 15 minutes, which gave Roman Abramovich the fame which no other oligarch had ever seen outside Russia. His plans were to make the club a worldwide brand, like football dynasties Real Madrid and Manchester United. To achieve that, he loaned over £1.5 billion to the club. His loan money enabled the club to be the 7th most valuable football club in the world, worth £2.39 billion, which is equivalent to $3.2 billion. Though Roman Abramovich made all his wealth by grabbing state-owned assets at a fraction of their original prices, he is much more popular than any other Russian oligarch. He is considered to be the frontman of President Putin and was sanctioned by many countries after the Russian invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Besides his questionable wealth generation and corruption, he has done some good things which make him a good oligarch. One of them is he used his own funds of $2.5 billion in the development of the province and improving the living standards of the local population. In 2019, Roman Abramovich donated around $5 million to the Jewish Agency for Israel to support efforts to combat anti-Semitism globally. He also planted 25,000 trees in memory of Lithuania's Jews who perished in the Holocaust. Roman Abramovich was an orphan, but still his business acumen enabled him to achieve high success in the business world at a very early stage. His connection with other oligarchs like Boris Berezovsky not only enabled him to be closer with the two sitting presidents like Boris Yeltsin and Vladimir Putin, but Berezovsky's connections enabled him to acquire state-owned businesses at a fraction of the price and made him the richest Russian in the world. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to watch more videos like this.